Hi, I'm Sherry Groves, and I am with Coldwell Banker Groves Real Estate. Welcome to 141.5 Griswold Street here in Hillsdale. We are excited today to share with you this transformed home and how it has helped transform lives. Come on in.
Yeah, I am actually from Hillsdale. I grew up here, and my background is construction, and got really along in that, and things kind of progressed and changed in my life. And like I said, grew up in construction. Ended up starting to build a church in Hillsdale. Got involved with that. Anyway, I found Christ. That really changed my life. I got involved with a program that's very similar to my program now. A program called Teen Challenge. Ours is called Life Challenge, just because I wanted something different. We started Life Challenge in Hillsdale in 2009, and started from scratch. And it's a 501c3 nonprofit, and just kind of went from there with 1 or 2 people, and was up to 40 at one time. So we're pretty excited about what's going on over there at Life Challenge. Well, the guys that come here comes from all kinds of walks. People that are broken, that are hurting. They're tired of being sick and tired. They want to change. They don't want to do what they're doing anymore. And there's a lot of in between. There's a lot of people that are, just looking for 3 hots in a cot, we say, but we're not 3 hots in a cot. So we're a 1-year program. We work with people to help develop structure and discipline back in their lives, and they're really looking for something to change. I always tell them, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So we have to change, and there's a lot of things that we're trying to remake, refix, re-break. They have to decide they want to do that, but they are really serious about changing their life and want to change. Again, there are all kinds of guys. They're married, they're not married, they're single, they're young guys, lost their way or never found their way, and really trying to find purpose. And that's what we do, and it's working. And the benefits of that, the fruits of that are their lives are changed. We need funding for what we're doing, and this is one way that we create funding. These guys need to be busy. They need to find their purpose, what they're doing. And so this home here was an example of what we're liking to do. And from the bottom up, tearing it down, building it back up, finding what's wrong, and all the pieces, whether we're talking about plumbing, electrical, insulation, drywall, demolition, all those pieces matter, and it invests in individuals, and it helps change their life, gives them responsibility and purpose. So many fundamentals that come together for these guys. And we talked about, the Bible says iron sharpens iron, and there's a lot of that going on. And they respect each other, and they become like family. So this house really brought that together. They learn how to work together. They can see what they do. They can stand back in the gratification of, oh wow, I did that, I painted that, or I put that light in, or put the flooring in, or whatever it might be. I can do that. So it's really a self-confidence and helping them feel better about themselves in whatever act.
So my name is Sherry Groves, and I'm with Coldwell Banker Groves Real Estate. And one of our agents, Becky Yeager, currently has this home here at Griswold Street listed for sale. First of all, when I came to visit this home after Becky had put it on the market, I just thought it was adorable, and I really wanted to highlight the work that had been done here at the home, as well as the inspiration and story behind it. So first of all, I think the front porch is amazing. It's just very welcoming, it's very cute. And then when you walk in here to the home, I love the woodwork and the door over on the pantry. I just think it makes it feel very homey. So professionally, I love to see the investment in our community and the restoration of old homes like this one. We need a lot more of that in our community, I think, to provide great homes for people to purchase and begin to build their own lives with. On a personal level, so our family has personally been affected by addiction, and so I loved that was a part of this home's story. Yeah, so a lot of homes that we put on the market, we just put the home on the market and it transfers to the new owner and life goes on. And not every home has the radical transformation that this home has, nor does it have the story that comes with it. I think it's the story, and I think it's the impact that it's been able to have on the lives of the men who helped bring life back into this home.
Sure.
So my husband Tim and I are the brokers at the office, and we have always attempted to do business with a people first perspective rather than a paycheck first perspective. And I think that just allows us in our everyday lives to live out the golden rule and put others before self. And I think that everyone deserves the opportunity to learn from those mistakes, to make changes, and then to pay it forward and reinvest in the world around them. I hope that people see that every life has purpose. People can change, and I also hope that they see the good things going on in our community. Sometimes it feels like the world around us is always focused on the negative. And so this is an opportunity to focus on the positive and see the good things going on in our community, and just maybe it will inspire some of them to also get involved and make a difference.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the house now.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about the situation of the house when you purchased it a couple of years ago, and tell us a little bit about the work that's been done here throughout the project and kind of where we stand now?
Well, there's a big change, definitely.
For sure.
And it's been just a little over a year that we purchased this.
Okay.
And we thought we were just going to do a minimum, re-drywall, fix, patch up. But after we started and the guys got in here and started working and tearing apart, and next thing the plaster was off, and then the lath was off, and then the insulation come out, and I'd stop and think again, like, whoa, what are we gonna do? And I was, like I said, this close to just bulldozing it down and just let it go and sell the lot. But it inspired us to have a project for these guys to learn with.
Absolutely.
To teach them so many things, to even wiring a plug and painting, just so many skills that they can learn from this. And so breaking it down, it was kind of overwhelming. I always say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right?
Absolutely.
So that's how we did, and lots of pictures. Every time we tear some apart, going, oh my, what are we gonna do now? And then we was gonna use the windows, and then those windows didn't work, and had to change them all. And so then once we pulled it apart, then we need to change the wiring and the plumbing and just everything. And so we made a point that we're gonna change the structure of the house. The footprint of the house is about the same.
Okay.
Not any more square footage. We've just covered some more. We redid the porch on the front. Actually, the roof is the same existing roofing that was here. That was the best part of this place.
Oh, well, wonderful.
And we've made it all fit and tie together color-wise and so on and so forth. The yard, we cleaned it up, and there's a lot of pieces of that, because again, the guys, they might not like carpenter work, but so many guys like mowing the lawn or picking up rocks or trimming trees.
And it has a beautiful backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a deer out here sometimes. Last night I was up here and there was a deer running around the backyard. So, but a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of grace, as we said earlier, that we have to make do. And how do you fix this, and how do you do that? But these guys have learned by the watching. It's really built character for them and gave them good purpose and confidence in themselves that, hey, I can do this, And so it's an important tool to help in our ministry and what we're doing.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for the work that you've done here, and it's been exciting to hear more about it and get a little bit more detail on the project.
Well, absolutely. Well, thank you for taking time with us and
Absolutely.
and encouraging us to continue to move forward.